That nigga said, yeah.
Yeah. That's the only thing I knew. That's all.
Bitch.
That's all I
Follow
could.
this wave. I don't wanna play the games you play. I don't want you to leave. Follow this wave. 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 I don't follow this wave. I don't follow this wave. I don't wanna play the games you play. I don't want you to leave. I just wanna make you stay. Because I love the way your body day, okay? Follow this wave. I don't wanna play that game you play. I don't want you to leave. I just wanna make you stay. Because I love the way your body moves.
Yo, stop chewing this gum like this, B. You hear it? The fun. Except this was like an assault on a woman.
It wasn't. No, but this was definitely an assault.
We don't condone assault.
Not at all.
I feel like some people also need to.
What? Hello.
Some people need to. They need to know how to organize their emotions.
Yeah.
When you get rejected, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. I know you might be embarrassed sometimes, and I'll go ahead and flip it on the other side. Certain females need to kind of watch the way they reject niggas or men. I want to be in case we have some other races listening to. Like, oh, I'm not a nigga, so this don't apply to me. I'm talking about everybody. So you approach a woman, right, and she gives you her response. I'm not interested, whatever the case may be. And she might do it in front of your boys, and you feel a little embarrassed. So your next step is try to embarrass her back by either verbally abusing her, throwing a brick to somebody's face. You feel like certain times women to almost be a little bit more nicer when they reject a man. Do they have to always say, "Oh hell no, oh hell no, brother," or whatever you are? You know, like I can see it happening where it's a bad girl. You know, she's a baddie and she's with her friends, and a guy comes and approaches her, and he's trying to holler, and her response is on some, ew, I don't date people like you. Like, what kind, you wearing some Nikes? I mean, you wearing some New Balance. Broke ass, poor ass nigga. They've always been in. You go look up the 574s. They've always done. I'm just keeping it real. I just feel like certain times, certain companies, they want to tap into the African American culture, right? So they start making things that appeal to us, and we start buying them. Yeah, the New Balance makes some really nice shoes, but some women see that if you're not wearing Gucci or Dior's, or you're not wearing CC's,
right?
Chanel.
Ooh.
Yo, what is going on with you, man? I cannot fly a plane by myself. I need a co-pilot.
Just keep going.
God damn. So the girl that had the brick thrown to her face, I guess she's been the trending topic for all week. Yeah. While some people are saying you're going in and out, like it's showing us now, then it goes into like a
I just had to readjust it. Okay. I had to readjust it. The signal between the two is different.
So y'all know it's live, right?
Yeah, y'all definitely know this is live.
Exactly. I can check the time now. It was 8:11.
Yeah, you see. But just keep going. Yeah, continue with your dialogue.
I can't keep going without somebody kind of
doing a dialogue.
I'm doing a dialogue. Yeah, okay. But the only problem is I never researched the story. I just remember going on Instagram and seeing a girl that looked like she got shot in the face. It was like, when you go boxing and somebody gets punched in the cheek area. With all jokes, I'm not joking. I'm real.
All jokes aside,
I didn't know what happened to her. So
she gave off that. You ever seen that Martin show? When
Shanae?
Nah, when Martin fought.
Oh, you just had to say Earl Spence.
Nah.
All y'all Earl Spence fans, I apologize, but he got his face rearranged.
Yeah.
And then he had the nerve to ask for a rematch.
Well, he's going to get it.
Well, he's going to get his ass whooped again.
We'll see. He might do better.
I like that. I like that. He might do better, but he's not going to win.
He may do better. No, I don't think he's going to win. That guy's too skilled.
So when it comes to women,
Tommy
right?
Hearns.
When it comes to women, do we automatically expect every woman to kind of just give in to what we as men want?
No.
Or do we also have to respond to their energy if we try to approach them nice and they approach us disrespectfully? We return the favor as being disrespectful. Take a right.
I mean, if you do that, then I think y'all just being petty. So I mean, it's never wrong being the bigger person, you know.
But being the bigger person and swallowing your pride is so hard for people, right? Because you're in front of your friends, she's embarrassed you. You know, your friends is clowning you. You were lame. I told you you weren't going to be near goal. Right? I mean, and then you feel like you need to you're mad now.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that as guys, there's no guy in this world that they've never been rejected before.
Oh no, there's certain guys that can say they've.
I think at least
Okay, no, you're right. You're right.
Has been rejected
because nobody has. No, I take that back. I don't think Prince Harry, is that the one that's married to Meghan Markle?
Yeah,
I don't think he's ever been rejected, based on the fact that he was born into royalty, and any female that he asked that would you like to come to my kingdom, and they're like, oh, sure, and that happens. Now I was this close to saying Drake, but Drake wasn't born into
right. But before he
and I can still see some females turning him down. Rihanna did, unless something happened behind the scene. Because if you watch, what's that video she had with Drake and she was in like this dress
see-through.
Yes, she made 2 videos. Is it work? Yes, work. Yes. Watch the second video. Yo, you can see all the Riri up here, and Drake is just in the background. Just these faces Drake make like he.
But Drake but Drake has been in love with everybody.
Drake has never been in love with nobody more than Rihanna.
Nicki.
Nicki was for the show.
No, he was in love with that woman. Drake was in love with Nicki.
When Drake met Nicki was with Safari.
But he's still, bro. Oh that don't mean nothing. That dude.
Y'all in the comments, go ahead and let us know.
Tell me if he was in love with.
Nicki I'm not gonna say he wasn't. I'm saying nobody more than Rihanna.
Oh no,
that's why him and Breezy was beefing
till now. Because
who did Drake beef because of Nicki?
Safari.
How you beefing with somebody and your wife and you on the same label and you writing your wife's lyrics that's in the studio with Drake?
They weren't married, were they?
That's your girl.
Oh
yeah.
I mean, who has that ever stopped before?
It obviously stopped.
Nah, because that dude was still right. That dude still writing songs about Nicki.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Drake was just playing the part.
I think he liked.
And I get that. He probably did.
I don't think he was playing a part. I think
he loved Rihanna.
I don't know.
Or you know what? He was infatuated with Rihanna. There's a lot of guys out there that just want a natural body. Even if you got a forehead, right? Even if your whole...
I mean, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see Nicki. Nicki's not natural. Cardi ain't natural. Otto ain't natural. City Girls ain't natural. Who else am I missing? Glorilla is natural, and she go around telling everyone. Oh yeah, but she's a poster. But I think Meg gets a pass because she's 5'10". She's a big girl. That weight got to go somewhere, right?
That's an Amazon,
exactly.
Right there, bro.
Nicki's 5'2". Cardi's about 5'3". These are. Offset about 5'8", 5'7". These are little.
Really? Offset 5. I thought he was like 6 foot.
Nah, Google these people, dog. They are little people.
Offset look like he about 6 foot.
The camera does wonderful things, bro.
Now Quavo look like he about like 5'8".
I'm about to check this right now. I bet you Offset he's not 6.
Dang, I thought Offset was 6 foot. Just because I be seeing him on TV, I'm like that's a tall ass dude right there. I was like, dang, that's a tall dude right there.
Bro, you sound like an old man at a barbecue right now. That's your girl? Oh, that's a. You know what he really want to say?
He say something like, "Oh man, she a nice tall glass of water."
That's a stallion right there. How you handling that, nephew? He really want to know.
He be like,
In case y'all break up.
He like, hey, baby girl, come over here. Come here. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you right quick. Does my nephew know what to do with that? You know what to do with that? He doing right.
He treat you right.
All right, as long as he doing you right. That's all. I'm just making sure.
All right, then, nephew.
Dang.
They short. 5'9". I was wrong. I said 5'7". He's fine.
Damn.
Oh yeah. Meg is tall. Rihanna, you know how tall Rihanna is?
She about 5'9". 5'9".
She's tall and she's natural. From what we've heard, some people say she's had forehead surgery. I don't know how.
Why y'all being messy?
Hey, let her live with her forehead.
Okay, hold on. And before, look, someone's just said he was in love with both at the time. He met both of them around the same time. Oh, I didn't know all that. I didn't know all that. I just knew he liked both of them. I knew he wanted to be in a relationship with both of them.
I knew he was rapping about one.
He rapped about Nicki
and going crazy about the other. Let's go watch that work video, the second one.
Because this man was over here talking about
was out.
This man was talking about catching in the whole for Nicki.
Why didn't he ever do it? Even after she became single?
Because I don't think she wanted Drake like that. I don't think she wanted Drake like that. To be honest with you, I don't think she wanted Drake like that.
I think they both knew the part that they was playing. I think Drake smashed. I think they had a little fun. Allegedly.
That's
what I said. I think. I didn't say I know.
But still put allegedly. We don't need a
suit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't got 40 million yet.
In Naira. $500.
Right. You need 40,000. You need 40 million. I got you.
Let's get into number one. Or you want to still talk about the girl with the brick? Because I didn't really read about it.
I mean, I just heard that she got the dude rejected her, but then I've been hearing new stories come out.
That's why I haven't been entertaining this stuff.
Yeah, so it's been a lot.
And I don't know if it's clout with the brick. It's full brick and abuse. But you and I were talking about the unfortunate dark side of a successful woman. I hate to get into this, but I'm going to have to talk about it. I know some people don't really like relationship talk on a podcast. It's not really a relationship talk. It was something that just dawned on you and I when we were talking. And it was, the hardest woman to secure, or a successful woman is the hard to find to settle down with. And when I started to dive into that, I started to kind of ask myself questions like, why is it that successful women that are out there don't have a man?
Well, it's because, number one, I think that they price themselves out of the dating market.
Well, you have to elaborate on that.
When I say they price themselves out the dating market, there's basically when they get to a certain level financially, there are not a lot of guys to be able to match up to what those women want.
And what about the women that don't care about the success? You know what I thought when I thought about that? I thought that a successful woman actually intimidates a man.
No.
I truly believe that. You know why? Say you're dating a girl right now and she invites you to her crib and she lives in a house, a 5-bedroom house.
Right.
She has 2 cars.
Okay.
I'm talking about she lives like in Sandy. She lives in a nice, because some people are not from Georgia. She lives in a nice area.
Okay.
What are you going to provide for her? Just tell me. Even if you're a successful, whatever your success at, what are you going to offer?
It depends on where I am. That's what I'm saying.
No.
If I'm me right now.
Hold on. I just painted the picture for you. Said you are a very successful man.
Oh, if I'm a successful
man, what are you going to provide her?
What I'm saying is, it depends on basically who's making the most money. If I'm making more than her, though? Yes. If I'm making more money than her, there's still things that I can do for her that she'll be like, okay, let's say we start dating. There are things that I could do for her.
Just repeated the same thing.
Like, okay, take her out.
He's stumbling, bro.
No, I'm trying to think. Okay, take her out traveling for a first date.
She can do that. She can see you.
Yeah.
She can take you on the first
date. But is
date.
that what she's going to do?
That's not my point. I said, what are you going to do to impress her?
That's one of the things
You
I
don't
can do
think
to impress her.
you don't think that 3 other dudes have done that for her at the level of the money she's making? That 3 other dudes haven't tried to impress her that way.
That's why I said it depends on how much money she's making and how much money I'm making.
You just
if I'm still financially successful,
yes,
but I still make less money than her.
No. You're worth $5 million. She's worth $3.5 million. Let's leave it at that.
And that's how I was saying it depends on how much money I make and how much money she makes.
I just said it.
So if I'm making more money than her, there's still things I could do for her.
And I want you to just You said traveling, and I said she could do that for you. She could do that too. She could say, "Babe, I want to go on a world
But we're not
trip.
dating yet. We're not. I mean, we're not in a relationship yet.
Bro, you're painting a picture that I've already painted. I'm the one asking the scenario, and you're coming. You see this shit? Like you're telling the story. I'm saying
you're saying that if I'm going to impress her,
I said, listen to the question, bro. Listen,
you're asking me how am I going to impress her?
Yes, right? And you're saying traveling the world, and I said she could. And I said you guys are dating.
I didn't hear you say dating. I just heard you say you guys.
Okay, let's say you want to holler at her.
If I'm going to holler at her, I
don't think any girl will be comfortable on the first day going around the world. Let's just be honest. Unless they are.
Thank you. Really?
Unless they are. What girl that can afford to go around the world herself is going to say, you know what? Okay, let's go.
Dude, there are women out there. There are women out there. Have you ever heard when there have been times where you could just ask a girl, hey, what do you like to do for fun? All of them be like traveling.
Thank you. You know what he said? You know what he said? Asking girls. I just gave you one girl that's worth $3.5 million. You keep going back to, I'm going to call them city girls.
I didn't say city girls.
You just said there are girls. You said there are girls out there. What you want to do? I want to travel. Who are those girls then? Who are they?
So you're telling me there aren't successful women that say that their hobbies are traveling.
And they do travel. So why would they want to travel with you on the first date?
And how many of them say, oh man, I want a dude that has a job where he could just get up on a whim and just travel the world.
I hear those from the city girls.
I've heard that from business girls.
Like who?
They're not popular people.
Oh, personal people that you know.
Like, yeah, or people you could just see on the gram. I have
never in my life heard a guy take a girl on a trip around the world. Okay.
But I'm telling you, I have. That's what I'm saying.
So let's say you have. What happens on the second date?
I don't know. You come up with something.
You see my point?
You could come up with something.
You start to get very limited on how you can impress a very successful woman.
Yeah.
In truth. That's intimidating for a man.
That's not the intimidation of a man.
Then what is?
I believe you just don't want to deal with that.
They don't want to deal with a successful woman.
You want me to tell you why? Because when you're a successful woman, you have to be a certain, what's the word? You have to be quite stubborn. You have to be quite stubborn. You have to be quite forceful and aggressive to get where you are.
To be successful as a woman, that's what you have to do.
Yeah, I've heard a lot. Yes, I've heard a lot of.
Venus did that, and Serena.
You don't think Venus has quite masculine traits?
Traits as far as her
no,
or her personality.
I'm talking about personality.
No, you have probably Serena. You've probably never studied Serena. Serena is very soft. She just has a hard body. And when she's
I'm not even talking.
When she's on that court, she's a beast. We can't take that away from her.
So you doing that's not masculine traits right there?
No, you're competing. How are you going to say competing is a masculine trait?
Because you have to. Bro, when I say
that is sexist as fuck. So if a guy is boxing,
that sexist?
You're saying a woman can only be female.
I'm saying because when you're there's nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong with having, especially when it comes to your career, because you have to be. You know why they say a lot of women don't why a lot of women don't get promotions and stuff in their jobs is because they're not. A lot of women aren't the type to go and be like, hey, either you gonna pay me more money or I'm gone.
They don't do that. They find their own way. We know how women get their
promotion.
promotion.
A lot of women accept what they're given.
That's your opinion. I don't agree with a lot of women accept. Women accept.
Well, I listen to psychologists. And
you could listen to a country, and that doesn't mean it's right.
What?
By you saying that women, say that one more time
I'm saying that women are more when it comes to stuff like that. Women are more. I'm trying to think. I don't, because I'm not trying to say submissive, because it's not submissive. It is.
You said they're more accepting.
Yeah, they're more accepting of like if they want to get a job and they're saying, okay, we'll pay you $10, $12 an hour. Majority of women be like, okay. While if a man comes in, they're like, oh, we're gonna pay you $9, $10 an hour. That's cool with you? No, I think I should get more.
And women don't do that. A lot of women don't do that. Just accept it.
Well,
we can use that same.
Well, I mean, that's one of the reasons why
we can use that same scenario for white people and black people.
Well, that's
white people make more than black people. A white person that's working the same job as you is making more than you. Why? And you have the same exact experience. You had the same exact interview. Matter of fact, you did better in the interview. But that white guy's getting paid more than you are. Why? It's because of the race. Now let's get down to the sex, so we can use that in the same category.
So you're saying that women get paid less because they're women?
Yes, because this is a man's world. Women have been saying this for forever.
I don't think. That's not true. I don't believe it's a man's world.
Okay, you know why? Okay, then let's break it down into science.
I don't believe this is a man's world.
Let's break it down, bro.
I think
who are the CEOs of the company? Are they men or women? Answer the question. All these very, very big businesses. Who's the CEO of Chase? JP Morgan.
Okay.
It's a white man. Who's the CEO of Bank of America?
Okay.
Who's running this country right now? Who ran the country before that?
The women that the people that run this country it has nothing to do about sex. It has everything.
I said race. Well, I didn't say sex. I said race.
Well, and that's what percentage of the people running this country?
White people.
What I said percentage. I didn't say color.
I can't give you a percentage.
1% of people run this country.
What?
1% of people run this country.
You're talking wealth. You see, you're going off the tangent. Let's stick on the topic. Who runs this country?
Majority of them are white.
So just say that. Don't try to argue it. I'm telling you that if the white man is telling you this is what they're going to pay you, you're going to have to take it.
You don't have to take it.
Let me finish. Because guess what? Your next business is say my worth is more than that, right? Guess who's running the next business? A white man. That's probably going to pay you less or around the same. You go to the next business. It's the same thing. Bro, if we're going to break this down, I will completely show you how this country and whoever you work for at the very top is a white man.
Yes,
that's my point. But
you know how
Kyrie Irving got in trouble?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. My bad. Your point is what?
My point is you're saying that men run this.
White men.
The thing is that if you look at every single thing that's going on, it's not. Policies are not because of
white men. Yes, it is.
Everything we do now is catered for women. You go on talk shows.
You're bringing in non-politics. I'm telling you about running stuff, and you're still trying to argue and fight.
Because when I said running stuff, I'm not literally talking about who's running the companies. I'm talking about.
But that's why who controls.
And I'm not even talking about business. I'm talking about the way we are living as a society. Forget business.
Should we rewind when you said a woman can say that she wants to get paid more? I mean, she's going to accept what she got. You said that.
So we're sticking on the business. A lot of them are accepting.
Okay. You said that. And I said you can use that exact same example for black men and white people. A white man will pay you less, just like a black man will pay a woman less.
The same way a man will say, no, I'm not accepting that.
A black man won't. I'm telling you that.
Who told you that?
It's a fact. I just broke it down to you. You could go to 10 businesses and tell them, no, where's your job now? All those 10 businesses are owned by men. You don't think these white men know other?
So you're telling me that you can't go to another place and get get something higher than what another person is offering you?
And they're all connected?
How do you know they're all connected?
Bro, if you're in one firm and you're trying to go around this, I'll put it this way.
Because who goes
you have studied so hard to be a doctor, right? You don't think these doctors know each other? Or you say you want to be a police officer.
So you're telling me that after you go to an interview with somebody and you say, okay, no, that's not good enough for me, they're going to call the other ones and say, hey, don't hire that dude.
I'm not saying that. I didn't say that.
He said it's too.
I didn't say that.
So that's my point.
I'll break it down again for you.
The only time stuff like that when you get fired, or when they want to blackball you.
No,
that's the only time that happened. But if you're just going for an interview and you say that, look, I can't take that. That's
too low.
That's too low.
And then you go somewhere else.
Okay, they're not going to go and say, hey,
I didn't say that.
But I
said they're going to offer you. I didn't say they're going to call anybody.
So you could tell that person that you go to the next time and say, if they come with an offer, if you like it or not, you could do the same thing until somebody comes with a better offer.
Somebody, right? You think people wait until that somebody, when they have bills to pay, they accept. That's what you're trying to. You know what you're doing? It's admirable that you're trying so hard to fight the fact that what I'm saying is a fact. When people are telling you that they'll go place to place to place, break it down. Bills are there, right? Mm-hmm. How are you paying bills? You were saying, no, I'm not taking this. No, why do you think people get fired and go work at McDonald's? Even though they're worth more than that, they accept McDonald's because that is what they offered them, and that's what they took. I'm not saying that you have to accept it. You don't have to accept it. I'm telling you right now that the white man is going to pay you less than he's going to pay a white a white man, and he's going to pay you more than a woman. They've already factored in that a woman is reliable until it's time for childbearing.
And the reason why
that's a fact, right? Then they can't rely on you anymore. So they know a man, right? Which they believe since back in the day, men don't have that attachment that it's recently that they started giving men paternity leave.
And the reason why I say that is because also I've worked in a whole grocery store.
Okay.
All the women there were getting paid more than the men. All of them.
I don't even know how you know this, because I think there are probably 50 people that work at a grocery store, but I'll take your word.
Well, because
and you also worked in the predominantly black neighborhood. You see, you always
no. But I said white men. What was my point? My point was you said that women get paid less because of they being women. I'm telling you, that's not necessarily true, because you said men are the ones that run everything.
Yes. Who was your manager at Ingles? I mean, at the grocery store. Who was your manager?
My manager?
Yes.
It was a woman at the grocery store. Now who owned it? Yes, a white man.
I don't know. We keep going in circles. Okay, so my point is, white men run. White men determine and decide what they want the whole thing to be like. If 5 people that are CEOs of 5 phone companies, they know each other. They get with each other. They decide on how much you're going to pay. And if you come in and you say, no, I deserve 15, they're like, okay, well, we can't pay you that, because they're confident. So then when you go to the next person, they're going to tell you, okay, we'll pay you 10. You'll be like, no, I'm worth 15. You go to the next person. And guess what's going to happen at the end? You're going to be frustrated as fuck.
So then why
didn't I just accept the second offer?
Why aren't, if we are the ones that run everything, why aren't we the ones that are most educated? Why aren't we the ones
Education doesn't mean that you can't run something.
Well, I mean, that does have a factor in you getting
You're failing to realize that for the longest, women couldn't vote. They didn't have that right. Black people couldn't vote. We didn't have that right. Who was running stuff then?
But I'm talking about who's the one getting the education that are able to get all of these good high paying jobs. Majority of people in the medical field, women. Yes. Majority of people
that doesn't mean they run. Don't run it.
I'm not talking about literally like I'm talking about the ones that are doing the ones that everybody are looking forward to. The people that
those women that are
for
working.
Example, I have a question. When women sing that Beyonce song talking about who run the world, so what do they usually mean by that? That's what. Thank you.
And when James Brown said this is a man's world,
thank you.
What did he say? This is a man's world.
But what's the rest of it?
I just said.
But what's the rest of it?
Of course it'll be nothing about a woman, because we can't procreate without a woman.
Not only that, without a woman, there ain't shit that. Think about it. If women did not exist, do you think a lot of them will have the drive that they have right now?
You're right. And if the men didn't, women wouldn't try to look as sexy and as beautiful as you, because they won't be able to appease anybody. We all go hand in hand. No, women say that. They say that. But let's keep it real. They want it's a competition.
If they like women, do it. If they like women, they'll do it.
I remember seeing Young and May in a dress going to prom. I said, yo. Are those curves under that dress? You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. And I don't mean any offense, but once a gay girl kind of like wants to take. Do you remember watching The Brat. There's a video of the Brat and Tyrese. What do you want? Go watch that video on YouTube.
Yeah, bro.
She was in the bikini, bro.
I'm not even going front. The Brat, especially back in the day. I always knew the Brat was playing for the other side.
Yeah, but you know where I draw the line when people's like Queen Latifah. I'm like, no, bro. She will fuck you up, bro.
Look, Queen Latifah is a pretty woman. I ain't going front. She's a pretty woman.
Yes, but there's still something extremely manly about Queen.
Yeah.
You know who I would actually? I'm kind of telling myself right now. MC Light.
MC
I
Light,
don't
nice.
care how mannish she. Welcome to the BET Awards. And her voice be deeper than Barry White.
Nah, chill. Her voice is not that deep. Her voice is not that deep. Chill, bro.
We got MC Light. Come in.
Why you lying, bro? Her voice is not that deep. Her voice,
MC Light is nice,
but MC Light is pretty. MC Light is pretty. She even in them
Foxy
suits.
Brown gave you.
I be seeing her in them suits. MC, I be like, you know what?
Them curves are still curving, and those eyes. She has those eyes that just don't lie. And then you have people that don't even try, and there's only one person that comes to mind: Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu gets on that stage, and it's like men are just like. She takes.
No, she didn't always have it. She didn't always have
Whoa.
it. No, I'm talking about back in the day.
Older though.
No, but that's what I mean. I'm talking about back in the day. She had a nice shape, but her butt was not that big before.
But she got to be like in her 40s or 50s.
She did first Common or Andre.
No, Dre. Dre got it. Yeah. She did with Dre, and she got a baby together.
That's when I noticed it.
When she became,
you know the video
of my life.
What's the name of that video when she walks around naked?
Yes.
That's when I knew. I was like, oh, that's what's underneath all them rags.
I saw it over the rags. Bruh.
She never had to use her body.
She did. She was talented. And she still is talented.
How am I going to say this without sounding like an asshole? I feel like SZA impressed a lot of people and let a lot of people down. Exactly. I feel like Summer Walker is. Yeah.
Not only that, I'm not a fan of the tattoos on the face. Funny enough, I'm going to be honest with you. I might sound bad for it. I don't like females with tattoos on their face.
No, that's your preference. There shouldn't be anything wrong with you saying that.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah.
What about piercing, like that nose bull thing?
I'm not. But that is kind of. I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
especially when I was younger. When I was younger, I used to see a girl with them piercings. I was like, oh, she nasty.
This is a motherfucker. Probably they sent it. He said his ass to Nigeria after that. He went home like, Mom, I love him. No, you're going to Nigeria right now.
No, you did it, eh?
Wait till your dad gets home.
Mama Femi, he's going to Nigeria tomorrow.
I never found that attractive. Now really? they can put one where they put the thing
right here.
Yeah,
I've seen that one.
I'm like, what if you just piss somebody off and that's what they go for? They just yank on it, and then you just got blood all over the place.
Or how about if the other person got braces, and y'all kissing, and then they just
get stuck? Might as well just get married, yeah. Because once you separate,
or you were rubbing your feet together, and then you conduct electricity, and then now y'all both stuck together, right?
And then she fall on that shit. And you have the hardest time explaining that to the police officers.
Like we were kissing. Nah, nigga, you going to jail.
Yeah.
You going to jail.
You're going to do a lot of kissing in jail too. You can be a superhero. Kill everybody in jail. Kill everything in jail and get out. And I feel like I don't know, like when women actually do get their body done, the number one thing I hear them always say is, I didn't get it done for no man. I'm not gonna say a man, but no men. They say they get it done for themselves.
I mean, some of them, I guess they do. I think we all do stuff for the opposite sex, though. I think everything that we do, men get money. Men try to get the highest status they can get.
Well, you know, there are two types of men that get money. Actually, there are probably three types.
What?
The first type of men that get money are the men that were born and had their eyes fixed on the prize. I feel like.
But what's that prize, though?
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example.
Uh-huh.
Is his name Mark or Zach?
Zach Zuckerberg?
Yeah, he had his eye on Facebook since he was. That's it. But when he got there, he still met. And there's nothing wrong with his wife, you know. But if you look her up, go look up his wife, and you can make your own judgment. But got married to his wife. They have kids and everything. He had his eyes, and then the men that. Okay, so from the age of like, and I'm going to talk about age where they knew who they were. Like from the age of like 5 till they were like 17, they had grown up not really wealthy. They had grown up being rejected by women. Like, oh, nigga, you can't really take me nowhere. You
I think that's what I'm not gonna lie.
And
I think
then-
that's what Zach was. I think that
no,
I don't think he had.
I think Zach was always a loser.
That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So he had his eyes on he never tried to the girls that he hollered at were the same girls of his caliber. They were nerd girls.
You don't think
Same
he tried to
with Bill
holler,
Gates.
but you don't think
No.
you don't think either one of them before they got
No.
rich. No, I'm talking about before they got rich. You don't think they tried to holler at some girls that were out of their league?
No.
Come on, we all done it. We've all
but
done it.
we're not Bill Gates.
No, I'm talking
Bill
before
Gates.
money. I'm talking about
Not
before
Bill
they got money.
Bill Gates has always looked like that. And I think he
You telling me when he was 16 he looked like that?
look at this. Should I bring up his pictures when he was younger?
He looked like that when he was
looked
16.
he looked like a nerd. So he was
Okay, he might
was
have.
approaching nerds.
So you tell you I've seen nerds approach some attractive. Actually, I've seen some nerds with some attractive females.
Need I say more? Do I need to put this in your face? We can go through the list of every guy that is challenged face and look at their girl that's like,
Well, yeah,
How
money
the
does
fuck?
a lot.
when they gave Flavor Flav his own show and I saw them girls, I'm like, what?
Man, I was so upset when I saw Hoops on that show.
What about
I was like, for real, Hoops.
the
And then she got with Shaq.
the fact she was walking normal after dating Shaq just tells me that she's either a warrior or Shaq
Man,
needs to go to Turkey. To
bro,
escort down the
I was
circuit.
like, as soon as I saw her, because you know the famous picture of her and Shaq coming out the restaurant. I was like, Shaq messed her up, bro.
bruh,
I said Shaq demolished.
he holding her
that
hand
girl,
like she
bro.
can't wait. Like, come on.
My name is Shaquille O'Neal. I tore that thing up. Where's the general commercial? I want to do a general commercial.
Hollywood to me is a rotating door, right? And to some it might be, yeah, I can't wait, or you guys will look good together. Everybody was already saying that Breezy and Rihanna would look good together. But little did Rihanna know that Breezy got he got anger issues. They get together, you're famous, she go through the phone, she sees some messages, and Rihanna's from the island. You know our black women don't play that shit. So she checked him. And his anger got the best of him, and then
No, I heard, but she threw, yeah, because I heard she threw his.
and they
phone
got
out the door.
it. They got it cracking in the Lambo. Yo, I can't even like dap anybody. The Lambo is so small,
so small,
but they got
that's like telebooth. That's like a telephone booth.
exactly. Remember those booth boxes?
Box. That's what it was.
Exactly what they did.
That's exactly what happened.
Yes.
I was but I mean, when it comes to the whole natural body thing, like there are some women that actually look good with it. That you can even tell. That you can't tell.
Well, I feel bad for the women that didn't get anything done, but they are constantly being accused of getting their body done.
Because everybody does it.
Especially the black women from the South, where they already got their cornbread and they
Bro,
fried chicken,
Yeah,
they
man.
got their system, so they already filled out, right? And then they move to another state. People's like, nah, she got her body done. Ain't no way.
I mean, I think every guy's be thinking that, like,
and is it
yeah.
our fault that we think every girl, even girls that don't even look like they got, nah, that she look like she went doctor.
but usually I can tell though.
You can
Yeah,
with everybody.
with majority.
If I told you Kelly Rowland,
But
what
they
you
have
say?
to. But they have to be wearing like a.
If
They
I
have to be
told-
work. They have to be work. They have to wear something that shows their belly button. Though.
No, that's a cheat code.
No, that is the cheat
That's
code.
the cheat
but
code, and that could only mean they had lipo.
No, but they.
Oh, they had a graft to you. You're right.
Yeah, because
Okay, what about-
they
so I'm
belly
gonna
button
start
be looking
mentioning
like it's
people.
falling to sleep.
I would have mentioned like 5 people. You're gonna let me know if you think they had surgery or not, and you can't ask me
All right,
where.
go
Just
ahead.
yes or no. Kelly Rowland.
No.
Yeah, she has. She had her breast done.
Oh, I don't really count breast. I don't even say
surge. Okay, so we're not talking boobs.
I thought,
So no,
yeah,
just ask.
because
Okay, just ask. Okay,
ass only.
You know who Drea Michelle is?
Drea Michelle.
Yeah.
She's on that podcast, right?
Basketball wife.
Oh, I'm thinking about
Light
somebody
skin.
else. Somebody. Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. She used to. She was very popular.
She dated like a football player.
player.
Or something.
I can't remember who though.
But you know who she is?
Yeah, light skinned girl.
Yeah. Her body.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah, definitely. She
It's
got.
not. She got her body done.
She didn't get her body done.
She got her body done.
That's what I'm saying. She got her.
Oh,
Body
I thought you said yeah. It's natural.
No.
But she's the poster child of what a natural thing should look like to me. She didn't go overboard, right? Oh, Bernice, that grandma, Bernice.
Oh, she talks about her work publicly.
Yeah, but I'm saying she got her body done. She's also very active in the gym. I feel like
But you have to be.
but that's what kills. That's what kills. Oh, so this is what I.
Because you know that when they taking
Fat
fat
and just
and
moving
they're
fat.
moving it to your. So if you stop
your-
working out, So if you stop working out, man, because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. So I was working with one of my. He's basically like my he's like
Mentors?
a brother to me, but he's like a mentor too. Vincent, shout out.
I never get a shout out, but we move.
Nigga, you stay here
No, I'm talking about when you doing your shit with your other clients. I never get a shout out. You doing shit with me.
because this is mine or ours. I don't work. Those aren't mine.
I will shoot this nigga when we done. But go ahead.
Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted.
Shout out to what's his name?
Shout out Vincent.
Vince.
But me and him, we were doing a job. So I can't remember the name of the place, but we went to this place downtown where you can rent equipment.
Mhm.
So we saw this woman like jogging. And so, you know, when you be looking at someone, and you just be like, out of like, why? Yeah. And so
it was a gone wrong.
yeah, it was like she was like real small.
Yeah.
She was like real small. And if you see me in public, you know I'm not a big dude. I was quite skinny. I'm
He's
not
the same size as Offset.
hey,
5'2".
Hey, but he looked tall on TV though.
Fi-
He looked tall on TV.
Lyle is 5'2", maybe 5'3" if he wears some Jordans. Or
First of all,
something.
people have seen me in public. They know I'm not 5'2". I'm about 5'9", 5'8", 5'9". All right.
Damn, I was right then. You're the same size as Offset.
Yeah. And
I'm about 4'11".
so imagine me
booster right now.
Imagine me with the BBL the size of this table, the width of this table. That's what it was on her.
You gonna try your best. Anything's possible.
Nah, some people be overdoing it, bro.
Anything's possible, bro.
What's possible?
Anything.
Like what?
Crying and leaving because you couldn't get the job done, and she called you a bitch, nigga.
I don't have those issues.
Ah, my nigga. Yes, but with that BBL, you would because there's no way you can accomplish that mission.
You can.
How? You said it's as big as this table. I don't even think Shaq can. You're right. Some women go overboard.
Yeah.
I think that when you get to the doctor, they want what they want, and they don't want to listen to the consultation, right? That because they tell you it's going to swell, right, or it's going to get bigger, and they be like, no, I want that Kim Kardashian. I want that thing to clap, but they don't realize that their thighs are not. Their thighs are going to remain Kim Kardashian size. It's going to be like a toothpick with two basketballs.
Yeah. The thing is
I think they're bad.
But you know the thing is, it's because social media has put it in women's mind that men it don't matter about anything else as long as your ass is fat.
Haven't black men always been the fat ass?
Yeah.
Because we can go back.
But but Trina's ass is natural though.
That's what I'm saying. But then the women that couldn't obtain the natural way, they went to the doctor.
But
and
their
because
women don't even need to go to the doctor because, perfect example, there was nothing physically, like body wise. Aaliyah had no type of body. But I'm telling you, majority of everybody will want her.
Aaliyah?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but you can say the same thing. But you say the same thing about who I was originally talking about, Rihanna.
She don't need it.
That's my point. But
I'm agreeing with you.
But what I'm trying to say is that certain women are so confident and they love themselves for who they are. Rihanna got a forehead. She has a forehead, and she is okay with going on camera.
All you gotta do is just kiss that forehead. I love that big forehead. Girl.
Nah, if you kiss that forehead, it'll give you 3 wishes. There's a genie in that forehead. I'm a genie in a bottle,
baby.
Have you seen how Britney Spears has been acting lately?
Oh yeah, she gone.
Gosh. Why they keep calling her a clone? Yeah,
that's the drugs.
I think she suffered a real mental breakdown. She hasn't recouped from it.
Yeah, she never did.
I don't know what I don't know what they do to people at allegedly Disney. I don't know what happens to these people.
It's not just Disney. It's Nickelodeon too.
Oh, no, Disney blows them out the water. Orlando.
No, that
Brown?
dude. Yeah, that dude just.
He got this weird tattoo and he calls it Raven Simone. Raven Simone. I mean,
but that's the thing
Miley Cyrus.
But it's not just Disney though.
No, not Miley Cyrus.
Because look at Michael.
Look at
Michael?
Michael who?
Jackson.
Come on.
No, I'm not talking about the
Michael Jackson is.
I'm just talking about he's never given a childhood. He was never given a childhood.
But that's
what happens when you start off with this.
But I'm sorry. If you're on Nickelodeon, you're acting and you're dancing, you're amongst your peers. You're under pressure, don't get me wrong, but you're amongst kids, people your age. But Michael Jackson, it's a lot of work.
It's work.
It is. Okay, no, my bad. You are right. They did go, they overworked them and they
Yeah.
suffered I didn't see where you're going, my bad. Yeah, you're right. Once you've been overworked so hard, what people don't understand is your brain can just malfunction. I call our brain a memory card, right? Because that's where you store your memory, right?
True.
Like I can ask you right now, you remember when I came to your school in Nigeria
Yeah.
and you came out skinny as fuck?
Yeah.
You was like the African people in commercials.
Chill out, bro.
I gave you 50 cents.
Chill out, bro.
I for
Chill
50
out,
cents
bro.
you can feed an African.
But I miss those days.
Yeah, no place like home, bro.
Yeah.
Not even no place like home. It's going back to that age, that moment. We didn't have social media, right? We were just there playing soccer. There'll be no electricity.
Yeah.
You get that surprise visit from like we were in boarding school. I'm being more descriptive. You get that visitor from like your mom sends somebody to bring you love, and you about to be the talk of the campus once they leave.
Yeah, because they're gonna bring you all kind. They're gonna bring you milk,
American stuff too, bro.
Oh yeah, candy.
While everybody's eating the cornflakes in the white box, you eating frosted flakes, bro.
Nigga.
You got that one person looking can't wait till he falls.
Bro, you got
fuck
Snickers.
his locker. Yes,
you got American Snickers, not the
African,
England. Yeah, not the
the
English Snickers. You got the American
the
Snickers.
one that got way more sugar.
Nigga.
So when you get on that soccer court, you are bulldog. You playing like you're messy.
Nigga.
So that moment in that time is way different than just miss being at home because we're still old going back home. We still can't do the same thing that we used to do back home.
Yeah, I mean, but even though we're gonna get back to even the natural body stuff, I think a lot of guys, because have you ever noticed that a lot of fitness models they get a lot of play, like when it comes to attention on social media.
Yeah,
and I would believe that majority of them are natural bodied. I would think. Would you think?
Yes and no. I've heard a lot come out and say that these women go get their body done.
Okay,
they wait out and they come to the fitness thing.
Right.
Okay, so they try to play other women that you can get this by doing this. Just pay me this thing, and they do it for like 100 women, right? And that's 100 times. Even if they charge $80 per, that's $8,000.
Because
it's 8,000.
Brittany Renner, isn't she natural?
She's natural. Yes,
right.
She's an exception. She's crazy too, though.
Yeah. You can't mess with her,
bro.
I think
pray for PJ Washington. I pray for that. He fucked up.
Yeah, that's why you got to watch out who you having kids with.
That's another thing. Everything that glitters ain't gold.
Nah.
You can see the baddest chick walking. And if you want to understand that everything that glitters ain't gold, go watch A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. I think that's the one with Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
Where she's the boss. She's making all the money and all the moves, but she's completely psycho. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I think that's a difference between men and women to some degree. We'll get back to the whole natural body now, but I feel like
we can go ahead.
Our emotions, like when a woman gets played or a woman gets her feelings hurt, you can see the fire in her eyes, and she is going to. I saw a video of a woman that was asking her daughter that's like 7 years old.
I saw it. Oh,
you see what I'm saying?
I was so upset.
You know how many men have gone to jail for that? I'm going to explain this because the woman went to her daughter that was sleeping and asked her daughter, "He touched you, right?" And she said no, but the mother didn't know that the guy was recording the whole thing. That's the only thing that saved him,
bro. And she was yelling at her daughter like
he touched you, right? And he said yes, just so she could be left alone. You could tell she was under pressure.
Oh.
That's the evilness. You see, a man will come up to you and just shoot you, choke you,
or
stab
hit
you with a brick. We're not laughing over that because it actually happened. It's fucked up. But what I'm trying to tell you is that a man is going to seek a physical, I want to harm you revenge. A woman will put a drop of eye drop in your drink every day, watch you get sick and die.
I saw one woman. I heard a story of a one woman. She told this. She said that because this guy broke up with her, she called Child Protective Services on him. He lost his kids.
A woman. Oh,
that's why you don't get on women bad side.
Let's get down. Let's dive
side.
into 2 more women scoring. A woman was messing with a man that he had a girl, right? So he was cheating. He was her sneaky. Well, him and his girl or his fiance said they're going to go. No, his girl. They wanted to go to therapy. They went to therapy, fixed it. He proposed. The woman, the sneaky link, you know what she did? She tracked that girl on the fitness app, found her and pushed her down the cliff and killed her. If you think I'm lying, Google it. Push her down. Another doctor. No, his sneaky leak. Because
Pushed the girlfriend down the.
Yes, killed her. I'll just call her the fiance. He proposed to her, pushed her down and killed her. And then she tried to, I think she drove or she escaped using her sister's identity, but they eventually busted her. Man.
No, there are men out there. There are men out there that mess up too. I've seen
the pushing thing. We are physical.
Yeah,
we want to see you get hurt.
A man pushed his wife over the cliff.
Enjoys you suffering. We want to see you. Alleged, because I'm gonna have to put my alleged. Women like to see, like women that put Drano or antifreeze in your drink, and they watch you slowly deteriorate. And as soon as you, oh my god, and then they call the insurance company. So how much was our policy?
But that's because
$15,000. Oh, this broke ass motherfucker! 15,000.
Women are more methodical. Women are more methodical. Men,
they're way more methodical.
They're way more methodical.
Bruh, that's if you can sit down there and you can tell me that you can outplay a woman, you are a god. Because if a woman has her mind set to do something, and the thing that kills me about the situation is you never see it coming. They are fucking you, they are kissing you, they are making you dinner, they're picking the kids out. But guess what they're doing at the same time? Every time she makes your plate, she drops poison in there. Baby, we're going to go to the movies this weekend. She wants you to die in the movie theater. Endgame's Avenger. Yes, it's the end right here.
He caught a heart attack.
I'll give you the
Hulk smashed Loki.
Yeah,
he caught a heart attack.
He was so excited.
He's so hot. Yeah, he just.
But hold on. How much was our policy? Number 2, the second, a husband and a wife. They were going into business, real estate. The wife wanted to buy a $3 million home. The husband said, "I don't think it's a good idea." 2 days later, he dies of fentanyl. And when they look into her phone, guess what she does? They actually find out she did this twice. The first time it didn't work. The first time she got oxycodone and she crushed it and he didn't die. So this time she went back and got fentanyl because she wanted something way stronger. It died. And guess what this woman did after this? She writes a book about how difficult it is for how to cope losing your husband when you guys have kids together.
That sounds familiar.
You killed him and you write a book to capitalize off of killing. And she bought that $3 million house and flipped it and sold it and made money off of that also.
Damn.
Conniving and evil. And the worst are the ones that you've been with this person for forever and you just don't see it coming. But I'll say this, most women or most people in general, they don't really have a reason to retaliate against you unless you actually establish something, right? So like a woman can also almost be like, he hasn't touched me so long. I found somebody else I'm with. He's beaten me. He doesn't want to sign the divorce papers. Well, I'm going to have to take other measures.
Well, let's talk about what we get out here then.
Yes, sir.
Toxic. Why do people like toxic relationships?
It's a turn. Who's going to win this war? I love the way I hate you. Rihanna and Neo. Y'all heard that one before?
Yeah.
Love the way I hate you, or hate the way I love you. Hate the way I love you. Neo's having a concert come in Georgia. Y'all need to check it out. Yeah. Oh, you hate yo. She making that stank face like.
I think a lot of people aren't fond of Neo.
Yeah, I think Neo had convinced somebody to get.
Yes.
Yeah, go. No, I need you. Can you kind of tell us?
He convinced somebody to what?
He convinced somebody to get an abortion. Yeah, yes, and then he
divorced. He got remarried with Crystal and had more kids.
Yeah, so and then his ex is just sitting there, her tube side. Yeah. When he said he didn't want more kids, then he married somebody else and had more kids.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying
that marriage is falling apart.
Toxic, being in a toxic relationship also does
We're doing good.
The toxic relationship also goes down to our upbringing. I'm going to stick with our community. And a lot of the times we don't really grow up in a dual household with the mom and the dad. It's always either the mom and the baby daddy. And when the daddy comes, there's always fighting, right? And that's what you're established. That's what you see. That you soak in. Like I've seen little kids right now saying they use these curse words like they're grown and they're like 5. And their mom just lets them curse because they think it's cool. Where if the father was there, it'll be a different situation. So when that child keeps growing up and being allowed to just at such an early age, what's going to happen when he gets older, and it's now time for him to date.
But I also think it's not just a household thing. I think it's what you see all over media too. I mean,
You think people actually want to be in a toxic relationship?
yes,
I've never.
yes. I was watching a video, and this guy was around asking people. They were like, "What's your favorite toxic trait?" One girl said, "Oh, I like it when I just like when he just come and he just choke me for no reason." I was like, wow. Another dude was like, "Oh, I like it when she go through my phone and she find shit in my phone."
Oh, want to get married?
Right. I'm like, dude, like, why? Like, seriously, like, what are we doing here? Like,
I don't know. Toxic trait is to me, it's always
it's exciting.
a very dominant woman that's not going to submit to a man, right? So she's going to get her point across by any means necessary, even if her voice is not loud enough. She's going to get her point across. Whereas a guy is saying, "I'm the honcho. I'm the one leading this household. You need to submit to me." You're like, "No, we're partners."
Yeah, but then
And that's
also
the thing I think we need to rearrange and
Yeah.
stop really necessarily calling ourselves the head of the household. We're partners, right? So every choice and every decision that you're going to make, you're going to want to have your girl, your wife, your fiance as part of the plan, right? If you're
Yeah.
going to buy a new house right now, would you buy it by yourself? Unless you want to surprise her. And if she look at the house and be like, "Oh my God, what the fuck is this?
Mhm.
I didn't want this shit. I wanted a trip around the world." Right?
well, I mean, you
And then
guys would
starts the
definitely
argument.
have to discuss it. That's why you would always have to discuss it before you guys go through those things.
The poster children for the poster kids for toxic relationship, Blueface and Krishan, that's her name. But I feel like they're just doing this shit for media.
I feel sorry for that kid.
Well,
I feel sorry for that
they
kid.
called the kid Bluetooth, Blueface and No Tooth Krishan. Named him after, and then
She named it after him.
yeah, and after her.
I mean, sorry, her. Yeah,
After her.
I mean, she didn't even want him there, so that's why he wasn't there.
I think when she got pregnant and she was off all that stuff she was consuming on a daily basis, she started to see that she was in a really toxic environment.
No, 'cause I think they were still talking after all of that.
Yeah, it's talking, but they weren't really together. They signed a contract for that show they have on that local channel. That not local channel, but that Zeus, I think it's called.
I don't know.
They have a TV show.
Yeah, I know they have a TV show.
And
I
they
just
signed a
don't know.
contract, so they have to be together. But if you go on his page or if you Google, he had this long message about she played him. She said she found a hospital that she can film at, and he feels paid, and she's so smart. He's really going in about how he felt he got played, and it's just him probably in his feelings. That at this point he's no longer the more famous one. She's the more famous, right? And now he needs her, whereas in the beginning she needed him.
Yeah.
And she's actually going around and saying that if it wasn't going to be you, I was destined to be. I believe it because she was a good runner.
But I don't think she would have been what she is now. I think
But we can't say that.
And we can't say she would.
You're right. But she said she believes she's going to be destined to be. It's just a route she took.
Yeah, I just think this was I think this is the route she had to take to get to where she is right now. Yeah. Unfortunately, it was a terrible route, but
it depends on who you ask.
Some
people love that toxic. They love that toxic.
But why though? Like
it's a turn on.
It's a headache, bro.
Everybody has to go through some headaches before they get.
It's a headache. After a while, man, you're gonna be.
After a while, that's why they break up.
But why waste all?
But I'd be too late because I don't have like 3 kids already.
Thank you. Why waste?
I can't stand you, motherfucker. I can't stand yo. Get your ass in the bed.
Why waste all that?
I'm not getting in the bed. Y'all get in the bed. Another baby come 9 months later. I saw a video. We'll probably talk on Sunday in our next show on Sunday.
Yeah.
The video of a man that found out that his 1-year-old was not his. Yeah. And the mother refused to come pick the 1-year-old.
I mean, that happens a lot, though.
It does.
That happens a lot.
It's fucked up that. I don't think every woman goes in just blaming a guy, right? Because some women might have had sex with like 2 guys in a week, 3 guys in a week, and they don't know who the father is. And there's women that just are going to find a sucker that they can plan in. Because they asked him, they said, "Did you sign the birth certificate?" He said, "No."
Oh, yeah. Once you saw that birth certificate.
But he can't find the mother. So what he's going to do, he says he wants nothing to do with this child.
After he's already spent time with the child?
A year with the child.
That's hard.
That's very hard.
That's hard.
Yes, sir.
Because someone said toxic people with the toxic people with the best sex.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they love it. The makeup is phenomenal. Does anybody watching Whitney and Bobby's reality show? Yeah, okay. So you know what I'm talking about. They was all over the place, but they was in there we go. Exactly. There we go. But they were in love.
I still
And I'm
remember
telling
when she told Bobby to come behind the bushes to have sex. I was like, damn.
I remember seeing Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton. Y'all look them up if y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They get
Bad
out the
Santa.
limo and they just had sex.
Yeah, bad Santa.
I mean, different people like different stuff.
Don't mean it's good for you.
No, it doesn't. But it works for them because when they get with somebody that doesn't,
Technically, it doesn't work for them because if it worked for them, they would still be together.
They go for another toxic person. Would you get with a toxic person?
Maybe in my 20s. I was toxic in my 20s. I was toxic as shit in my 20s. I think I told people this story before.
That's like your Jordan year.
Yeah, I was told people this story before. When I was in my 20s, I was dating this chick and I found out she cheated on me.
Mm-hmm.
So I cheated back.
Well, what else were you gonna do?
No. I didn't just cheat back.
With her?
No. I cheated and then she came the next day. But the one I cheated with left her drawers the next.
Did you set that up?
No, it just played perfectly into my hands.
Okay.
And so, I knew,
I was going to say, look at God, but
I knew, I saw it, and I knew that it wasn't her.
Uh-huh.
So the next day when my ex was leaving, I was like, I threw the panties at her, and I was like, "Here, you forgot these."
You did it on purpose?
Yeah.
Oh, nigga. You hit her with a Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali speed.
Yeah. And so the next thing you know, she was like, "These ain't even mine." She threw them at me. She punched me in the face. I got mad, but then I sat back and I was like, you know what? I deserve that.
Yeah.
I deserve that. I really do deserve that.
She could have stabbed your ass, nigga. I'm telling you, when women have that fire in their eyes, stay the fuck back.
And the worst part was that we got back together 2 weeks later.
Toxic. See? Why did you back together?
I don't know.
Toxic. Toxic. It works.
I don't know.
Toxic is exciting.
It is.
Right?
Doesn't mean it's good for you. Like I said, it don't mean it's good for you.
You're right. It's almost like people that occasionally snort cocaine. It's not good for you, but for that little moment that you do it,
it gives you that high.
Exactly. So when you argue, and at some point when you keep arguing with this person, like, oh, fuck, I'm out. And then you out for like a week or two, you're like, I miss this bitch. And then you call her right back.
Now, but
and what she gonna say? I knew he was gonna come back, Neil Gore.
The worst part be about it is when y'all do take that break, y'all come back together and y'all be like, "You slept with anybody during our breakup?"
Like, nah.
Nah.
You?
Nah. Not knowing y'all both lying.
We're gonna keep playing this out. And then she says, "Show me your phone, then, nigga." Show me your phone. It's already started. You see what I'm saying? So they right back at it, but they love it.
Yeah, man.
They love it. They love it.
But we're going to talk more about it on Sunday.
Yes, sir. We missed last Sunday. We know everybody was enjoying barbecue. Our engineer was out of town, went to South. She went to the farm.
Yeah.
And she didn't bring us back no burgers, no milk,
was it churn butter?
no eggs.
Churn butter?
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing like
she
that.
She just
man.
came back like,
I wanted natural grade A chicken eggs.
Come on. I wanted a grass-fed burger.
Man.
Come on. Or at least she ride
or at least milk from the udders.
You know what would be crazy? She just rode up here with a horse.
And a carrot. And she had barrels of milk in the back.
Oh my God. I brought this back for y'all. Lagos Traffic will be back next week. Yes. No, actually this Sunday coming. Yes, sir.
This Sunday. So y'all tune in again.
We appreciate the love.
Yes.
Spread the word.
Yes.
We'll see y'all next Sunday.
Oh, wait, before we go.
Yes, sir.
I just want to let y'all know this is not a podcast. This is not a red pill podcast. If that's the
thing. What's a red pill podcast?
You know, when these people be talking about, all these dudes doing all this like
bashing.
Yeah, bashing women and stuff like that.
I got three sisters. My wife, my mother, your mother, my aunt.
We have
all my people that's listening right now.
Too many women in our lives that we care about.
We don't bash. We just point out some stuff that needs some explanation, and that's what we need y'all in the comments. So when I ask questions like, "Who do you think women get their body done for?" We're really asking, so we're men, right? And then
just tell y'all our experience.
There we go.
we can't tell y'all women
Like
spirits
him
because
throwing
y'all-
panties at his ex.
I was toxic.
I know your
gonna
daddy
lie.
was at home just in his head. Like, that's my son. He's a player, but it's not good. But that's my son. I love him so much, but
I'm
he's
not a player. I cheated because she cheated on me. It was
yeah.
payback.
No, you're right.
And I was like, if I'm going to cheat on you, I might as well let you know. I'm not going to cheat on you and keep it a secret.
I think cheating
What's the
sometimes
point?
is worth. I think I've never. It's worth to get shot.
You said what?
Getting cheated on is worse than getting shot and finding out, like reading the details about getting cheated on. Reading that your girl said.
That's how I found out.
Can you imagine reading a text message from a nigga that says, "Damn, I almost came in you." Oh, we're out. Shut the shit down. I just had like
that's how I found
about
out.
to go get my gun.
I read her.
But why
Facebook,
are you angry?
Read her Facebook text messages because she logged in Facebook on my phone. Ooh, I'll never forget that.
You went down the rabbit hole.
No, I didn't look for it. Like I said, she logged in on my phone.
Why didn't she log out?
I don't know why she didn't log out.
No, why didn't you? When you saw your phone,
I forgot that she logged in. So when I got a message, I was thinking it was.
Oh, the message popped in.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you went through her DMs. It was looking at messages.
The message popped in on my phone.
You want to say face?
No. The message popped on my phone, and when it popped in on my phone, I was like, I don't know this person. Boom. I was like, oh, I definitely don't know this person.
Bro, I have a similar story, but it's worse, bro. Like it's same Facebook too. He went through his laptop. He saw that a message popped up. He got he got curious though. He went through the whole message. He's reading how on their lunch break they went to the park and she was riding him, and they've been together for like 5 years, right? And the reason why he came to her crib was because during Ramadan, you already know what happens during Ramadan. For y'all don't know, Muslims, when you're fasting, you can't drink alcohol, not have sex, not curse, the whole shebang. And that's the only reason why he can come to her house. And he's reading all these messages. So they go to dinner. They still go to dinner. He tells me this whole story. They go to dinner. She's like, why is your attitude all off? He had a screenshot of the conversation, just put it on the table and let her read it. She reads, it's like, okay, it's over, right? And she's not even trying to apologize for the situation. So I just told him, I said, she never really loved you, bro. Like you
were just there to preoccupy her.
It still didn't take the hurt away from how he felt reading all that stuff. And revenge for him at that situation, see how you holding your heart? A revenge was not throwing pain. A revenge was him fucking her up. So he had to just walk away after dinner. Like that's why she could tell he was off. Yeah.
I felt it.
I really thought you was having a heart attack or some shit like that.
You know when you feel something in your chest?
I felt for him.
I want to grab my heart, but I just can't.
When
can't
you
reach
read, I love the way you was riding me in the park. And that's the thing about cheating sometimes too. That's the thing that say men too. When a man asks like they should be like, it was yeah. They keep it very short. They don't want to go. They go into details in person, but you're not going to get me. You're not going to get me where somebody's going to read these. When they send right now with iPhones, you can send like invisible stuff. Yeah. They send invisible pictures where you got to spend like all day trying to
do this shit.
you over there playing
like you a DJ.
Yeah, exactly. Or you do the Disney thing. Just to see this part of the picture,
right?
Because you've been doing this for the longest, you can't see the bottom.
Well, like, bitch, just send me a regular picture, man.
Check your Snapchat.
They are extra careful.
I faxed it to you. Go to this number, right, and then go to this email, right, and there's a flash drive in this post.
I'm gonna text you from my burner phone.
There you go.
Don't worry.
There you go. I don't trust.
If they got more than 2 phones, watch them. They got one underneath their car seat. They got underneath one of they mattresses.
Why are you exposing these niggas? Let them live, because women are doing the same thing.
That's true.
Exactly.
All right, everybody, forget what I said.
They're not doing it on the burner phone.
They're not doing the Men in Black thing. Y'all forgot it.
They doing it with like, oh, hold on, Keisha calling me. It ain't no motherfucking Keisha. Lakers traffic. We'll be back next week. It's not Keisha.
Or Pizza Hut.
It's Keyshawn.
Or Pizza Hut.
No, Pizza Hut ain't calling you. If they're calling your husband, is whooping your ass. Like, baby, why Pizza Hut calling you?
They must be having a special.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Lakers traffic.
Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
Like, no. You got let me put the order in. And you hello.
Why Pizza Hut calling you?
Exactly.
Because I've heard